top 4 match. We gave Chris the option of taking a break from feature match, and he accepted. So we will not have Chris on feature. So we have Nick Cowley on the Blood and Taxes versus Clifton, who we've not seen yet, on Mono Red Stomp. No, Blue Black Reanimator. And I will add, so Nick is on the Blood and Taxes deck. He did take down Rojo on Reanimator last round in top 8. So you know what, he has shown that he can take down the Menace, so we'll see if he can do it again. And then our other match in top 4 is going to be, oh, I need to update this. Our other match in top 8 is Chris, our Bant Naidu player, versus Josh Granado on Mono Red Stompy. So we may be in the finals in like 20 minutes. We will see. We will see. It's been a long one. So it is now like what, 4:30, and it's funny because like 9:30 we're getting breakfast, and like Frank thought we'll be done in 3 hours. Little did he know this was like a full-on like 8-round tournament. So
thought we were in Vegas again.
Right? Hey, you got to go all out for the end of year event, right?
I agree. It's been a fun day.
So yeah, we have Cliff on the bottom screen, Nick on top.
Who are you picking here?
Dude, oof. Nick is a monster. Nick is a killer. I think my money's on Nick, especially if he wins the die roll here.
Same.
And
I don't think I've ever actually beat Nick. He's so good at.
I've beaten him like once or twice out of like 100 matches.
Yeah, he's so good. And he gets in the zone. Like, he locks in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How are we just matching die rolls and having to re-roll again and again? What the hell's going on here? Okay, who won? Oh, what is actually going on here?
God.
Do they keep hitting the same number?
Oh my God. Who won?
We're gonna see in a second. I mean, and Nick does reveal his Yorion. He is on the Yorion Taxes. So it was funny. So we were out there watching Cliff's final match or last round match against Duke, and Duke gets out. Like, he gets a board state, but Cliff has a troll. Goes to Cliff's turn. Cliff untaps. Cliff loudly. You're at 6. Attack with Mega Menace. Bowmaster, you're dead. It was a pretty aggressive attack, but yeah, he got there. All right, so we got Nick leading with a turn 1 Mother of Runes off of a plane. So he's playing around those wastelands that we see in Cliff's hand. Cliff leads with Polluted Delta Pass. Huh, indeed.
Huh. That's a mom.
Mommy.
Mama got there.
So, and remember, Nick has a board for everyone here, so it should be interesting to see how Nick does here. Let's find Nick.
Callie should be right up in here somewhere.
Nick and Clifton's deck.
Not too deep, right there.
Rock is gone.
Who's next? You got
Cliff's gonna be buried in there. Will you grab that? Thank you. We have Nick Cowley. Alright, so
we
Nick,
lost some people early on that I thought would be here for a minute.
Nick has his Urza Saga in his deck. This is interesting.
How many? Let's see.
2. And what was it that he played? What is the card he cast off of it? It looks like a Universes Beyond card because I see the silver triangle at the bottom.
Yeah, a little ripple foil maybe.
Oh, is it the one creature that makes...
No, it's the artifact that comes into play and puts a 1/1, and when it attacks with another creature, you draw a card. I believe.
We're gonna find out.
Or is it a Johnny?
I think it's a Johnny. Yeah, it's a Johnny. Wow, what a list. Yeah, he's running 4 Johnny, Noctil Pariah. This is a very interesting list. I haven't really taken the time to really look at his full board, but yeah, wow. Nick is on an interesting one. Although I also don't play a lot of D&T or play against it much, so this could be pretty standard. Nick with the Wasteland taking out or Clifton with the Wasteland taking out the Saga. But does he have a play? Frank and I tapped out on the margaritas at about 1 3/4. They were just too sugary, so we're gonna call it a day.
Back to water.
All right, so Clifton has not cast a spell yet. Ooh, that is brutal. Nick wastelands his land, right? So he's gonna brainstorm a response. It does look like he has a few lands in his hand, so he won't be locked out. But coming to turn 3 with just 1 land is not a great spot to be in. With Nick already having a bit of a board. So Nick cracks in for 3 here. He must have like the fancy version. I think that's like the ripple or the textured Johnny.
Yeah, texture. Yeah.
So Nick puts Cliff to 16, passes the turn. Cliff has a swamp.
Cliff's in a kind of a unique spot here. Does the pressure come out quite quickly?
Yeah. 3 more from Nick. Nick's clock isn't that quick though, and like he doesn't have a Thalia, so like an Entomb Reanimate. Okay, there's a cycle, a Troll cycle. So this can get him back in the game quickly. But we do know Nick has Swords of Plowshares. Yep. But it just undoes all the damage he's done, right? So Nick definitely wants to get a quicker clock going here. Cliff untaps. Plays the Underground Sea and Frog. Okay, we got a Frog.
That'll hold the fort down for a little while.
If it stays on the board, but we will see.
I think I might get a pet frog.
A little frog.
In memory of that.
That little frog. I would be really surprised if Nick kept a hand without any removal. Okay, yep, there's the swords.
Yeah, his deck really leans on those little guys getting in. He's going to pitch some lands just to get some
I don't think he's going to pitch. I mean, I guess he could pitch a couple lands, but...
He's got 5 in hand.
He has 5 lands in hand? Ooh.
I see
so
4.
Is Cliff flooding out a bit?
I think he pitches 2 here. Yeah.
Recoup some life.
Yeah, it's like a time walk.
Yeah, Wasteland is pretty dead here. Sea's pretty dead here. Oh, man. Alright, so gains a couple life. Nick's going to come back and grab those 3 points back. But again, Nick does not have a very fast clock, which does give Cliff the opportunity to get back into this game. Is Thalia even in this list?
I don't think so.
Wow. This isn't taxes.
It's definitely not taxes. Remember back in the day when taxes ran shot imports?
Dude, do you remember you used to play, Sarah's Avenger?
Yeah. 2 mana, 3/3.
Yeah.
What is that card?
That's a Recruiter. Recruiter's probably good. What does he get with Recruiter here?
He
probably
gets a Magus,
Solitude. Dude. Oh, he has mainboard Magus.
If he gets a Magus.
A Magus would be good here. I mean, Cliff does have Swamp and he has a fetch up, so he can get his basic. So I don't think Magus is the move here. It might be a Solitude just to like knock to crack something if he does reanimate.
Or do you just get another broadside.
Broadside. Oh, Broadside. Everyone's favorite goblin.
Yay.
Broadside Bombardier. That card is just a monster. So, and that's the thing, right? I think Nick realizes he can't afford to give Cliff a lot of time.
Get in there.
So Nick needs to end this. And
I think he can end it next
Broadside, turn. Because Broadside will throw the Recruiter for 5.
Yep.
That
5,
crappy
6,
1/1 Recruiter
8,
is now
9,
5 damage.
10.
Yeah.
Swing for Mom, that's 11.
Oh, but look at this. Cliff is discarding a Atraxa.
What is that card? Toxic Deluge?
I don't know what that is.
It's a tree or something on it.
He's entombing, so he entombs that.
Huh.
So I'm gonna assume he has like a Animate Dead here. Yeah. I guess it technically could be. Well, no, it can't be.
Because he just plays
the Broadside. It can't be Reanimate, because Reanimate. Yeah.
Puts him at 1.
And yeah, like he could just. Mom gives protection to whatever the Atraxa blocks, so it doesn't gain life. Look, I'm going to call it now. He's going to reanimate it. Nick is sandbagging a Caracas. I'm gonna call it right. Like, ew.
Oh, he's
Oh,
scooped.
that
He's
was
scooped.
it. All right.
I wonder
So,
what he played. What he said or whatever.
Nick took game 1. So I will add. I think it's either once or twice so far. So I know we mentioned earlier Rivera upset Nick a couple years back in the finals, beating him with lands. I want to say, yeah, I think Nick and I have the record of most finals appearances without a win. We've both made the finals twice of Masters without winning.
Jeez.
Have
you roll one of these?
No, that's what I just said. We have the most finals
without
appearances
winning,
without
yeah.
winning. So like, I lost 2 years ago against Lands when I was on Mono White Initiative, and then in 2017 against Hadley, he was on Goblins and I was on Eldrazi. Nick lost to Rivera on Lands a few years ago. I forget who he lost to in the other one, but look at Nick is 1 win away from another finals, and this could be right 3rd time's a charm.
That's what they say.
So
The math adds up.
and you know what? I wouldn't be mad if Nick took down a champs. Oh, and hold on, we're slacking here. I saw a frog.
Oof.
You saw a frog.
You know what I want to know is the matchup with Nick and Chris, Nadu versus Blood Moon Taxes. Who wins that match?
I don't know.
That's a tough match. It's gonna be grindy. I bet.
I think
Nadu takes it. Nadu just resets everything.
here's the deal though. Like,
and they have flyers.
Nick has 4 Caracas main, so Nadu's not staying on the board very long.
But you're giving him gas.
He has Skyclaves. He has 4 Solitude. He has 4 Recruiters to get it. He has 4 Swords. He has the Magus. Like, Nick has a ton of stuff to deal with it, and his sideboard is also pretty solid. It's like, and also like you have to think like Nick is a next level D&T player.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a crazy match if that's what we see in the finals, right?
Yeah.
Like Chris has to beat Mono Red Stompy to get there, and then Nick has to take one more off of Cliff. But I think it would be a very eventful finals. Nadu versus Blood and Taxes. And I think Nick he's been playing Death and Taxes forever. I think he
just knows the deck. He doesn't really think about it.
And he's
a
a sleeper, right? He grinds Moto a lot. So like of all of our friends, we all know everyone's Moto user account. When he sends screenshots, he like intentionally blocks out his name so no one knows who he is on Moto. He's just a sleeper grinder. So I'm sure Nick was doing a ton of practicing leading up to this event. So I think he is pretty prepared for the Nadu matchup. But we'll see, right? We saw Chris just crush the field, and Chris, like, up until this round, Chris is undefeated, so.
Wild.
It'll be a good one. Either way, we're going to have a great finals regardless. Ooh, you see that foil all bending on top of Nick's hand? Those bendy
Be slacking
foils.
on them foils. Get the good ones.
Yeah. And you know what? When it comes to buying quality foils, Desert Games,
Prime time.
soon to be Primetime Gilbert, is the place to get your foils.
That's it. Same day shipping.
Same day shipping,
Same
service
day
with a
pickup.
smile. And I want to say, right, like both locations, you have the Tempe location, you got Paola over there holding down the
Yeah.
fort with
Holding it down.
with Ben
And Rando.
and Rando,
crushes it.
bunch of rock stars.
Yeah.
We got Zach and the crew out here in Gilbert, a solid gang.
Mm-hmm. Matt doing his part.
Matt up in the house, yeah, painting stuff all day. You want to see some?
You had to say it. You had to say
You want to see
it.
some breathtaking airbrushed Warhammer pieces? Matt is your boy.
Come to Primetime Gilbert,
Primetime Gilbert.
where we will paint our butts off.
Or yours. All right, I don't know what's going on. All right, so we are getting into game 2 here. See, Frank and I can't have this much time in between, otherwise we just go off on weird tangents.
Yeah,
about, like, painting
we
butts.
definitely
got
gotta
to
stay focused.
Like
Wow. So
Rachmuth, that's Tony.
says clean board state board state clean as a whistle.
Yeah, that was him. His response to Dan Ford commenting on his very messy board states throughout the day.
I will say there's a theme that runs through Tony's life.
Yeah,
And it's dirty board states, dirty floorboards.
Dirty boys. All right, so I think Cliff is taking a mulligan here. Cliff's taking a mulligan. I think Nick may be keeping, or he may just be waiting to see what Cliff does here with his mull. But yeah, mulligan is not what Cliff wants to do here. He wants his full 7 cards. He wants to get a reanimated target in play quick. All right, yeah, so hold on. What graveyard hate does our friend Nick have here? Nick has the Absolute Laws, Absolute Grace, Path to Exile, Surgicals, so he is on Surgicals. Just two Surgicals in terms of main graveyard hate. I don't think he had anything.
I think he brings those Absolute
board.
Graces in because those are pro-black.
Pro-black, and then the Devout Light Caster as well. Yeah. He is rather light on graveyard hate. But he just has the removal for everything.
I think he also brings one Red Blast.
Yeah.
For the frog. Just kill a frog.
He does have a ton of removal. Yeah, I think he brings the Red Blast too. And then Cliff, what does Cliff has for sideboard that he would bring in? Probably the Barrelgoyfs, maybe some Brazen Borrowers. I don't know about that, actually.
I don't think so. I think he brings in
Fatal
a Fatal
Push.
Push.
Harbinger's not... no.
No, because
Nick notoriously leads with planes. He's just planes all day. So Bowmasters maybe.
Definitely Bowmasters.
Some 1 toughness creatures.
Yeah, just to put a presence on the board.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, so... Cliff's Brainstorm in here. It's rather chilly in here, Frank. Who does the AC here?
I do.
Snowman air conditioning? Wow.
Snowman cooling and
brought
heating.
to you.
Google reviews are a plus.
Yeah, whatever. No. I just had to get that plug in. Just joking. A little chilly. It's finally cooling down in Arizona. All right, so Cliff resolves his Brainstorm. He's got his Scalding Tarn up. Nick's going to fetch into turn, and let's see what we got.
Frog count's still 15.
Frog's at 15. We expected more. Okay, look at it. Speaking of, we should have done a Surveil count, man.
Oh, wow.
Every deck is running the Surveil lands.
Through the roof.
It's been insane to see. It's nice because it has changed the landscape of Legacy quite a bit. It's changed the mana base. It has made decks cheaper because they replace a duel in most decks. And
it kind of slowed it down in a weird,
but it also prevents. It also prevents like non-games.
Yeah.
Right, because it lets you sculpt. Like, hey, is there a land on top, or is it? Yeah.
It's kind of like if you lead with that. It's kind of like you drew 8 cards and you got an extra mulligan.
Yeah, I think the Surveillance has been one of the best cards.
What is that card?
It's the Fanatic. It's the Miracle guy.
Yeah. He just casted it. He's just
hard casting it. Yeah, so he brainstormed it on top to cast it on his upkeep
with no targets.
No targets, but still, it's a 4/4. But I'm sure it's gonna get Swords or Path soon. And I think I saw Fairy Macabre in Nick's hand, so I think he does have the Graveyard Hate. We might have missed something, but I'm not sure why there's a Recruiter the Guard in Nick's graveyard. Oh, it was Surveilled to the graveyard. Got it. Ooh. Wasteland on the Surveil land.
Okay, Cliff's in an okay spot.
Cliff's not in a bad spot.
But that Macabre just is so good.
Yeah, if it is a Macabre, if he can do with the... Yeah, he's going to Swords the guy while he can still pay for days.
And the longer this game goes on, the better it is for Nick.
Yeah, and the thing with Nick killing Cliff's creatures, none of them go to the graveyard. They're all exiled, so the Animate Dead that Cliff has in hand isn't great. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Cliff is kind of ahead right here. Juicing up the soda. All right, we got a Plains and Pass. But yeah, it's been nice seeing Fnatic kind of enter the Legacy format too. I know there's some people sleeping on it. Turned out to be pretty solid.
4/4 for 2 mana is pretty good with lifelink.
Yeah, and when it brings something back like a troll, even a troll, it's just like game over.
Well, it also gives the troll lifelink. It gives lifelink. It's so crazy.
5 power lifelink with can't be blocked by 3 or less. Come on.
Who'd have thought they would have made
3 or more?
So good.
Yeah, it's so dumb. So Cliff is cantripping. He's trying to sculpt a hand here. Again, right, similar to game 1. I think Nick needs to get a threat in play soon. I'm going to assume he's playing a bit more reactive, though. I'm sure he has maybe more removal in hand, some hate. I think there was that Macabre.
I think he's trying to play more of a control game.
Yeah,
I would agree. Aggro game.
Get Cliff to expend his resources and then slowly take over.
Yeah, slowly put that work in.
Yeah,
because the Stoneforge can easily flip this game.
So what is this?
So fast.
What is this card here?
Which one?
That one down there. Oh. Did he re-end?
I think it's a troll.
No, I think he reanimated his he reanimated his recruiter to get a frog.
That's a good play.
Oh yeah. So there are some proxies in Cliff's deck, so it's just tough to read some of them. But I do see it says proxy card on it. I think that is I think it's a reanimate though.
It has to be. It's
So
all it could be.
it looks like Cliff is Cliff tutored a frog. Wow, what a world! We're seeing a reanimate on a recruiter of the guard.
Does that count as a frog?
That's definitely a frog. Well, yeah, he tutored the frog and he's gonna cast it.
I'm just saying we didn't cast a frog.
No, he cast the frog.
Frog count 16.
Interesting. So I think this shows that Cliff needs a threat, right? So he's going to reanimate the recruiter.
And Cliff knows it.
To get his frog.
The longer
out.
this game goes, Cliff is just screwed.
So okay, are we going to see the Devout Lightcaster?
Oh, dude, I would actually go out there. I'd go kiss Nick on the forehead.
Oh no, it is a mountain. So maybe we're going to see a Magus. I don't know though. He does need to deal with this frog first though. But if he doesn't have an answer, I think a Magus is a fine alternative. It does cut Cliff off of blue. Oh, Skyclave. That does it too. Ooh, we got a daze from Cliff, so Skyclave does not connect. Cliff has like what, 1 or 2 cards here?
Oh, all these cards just do so much. Every creature he has does so much work against Cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize this and then followed up with the Solitude. Yeah, we can't let that frog live.
What's he got, like 12, 15 discard cards?
Pitch cards?
No, exile cards, sorry.
Yeah, so many. Yeah, he had all of his removals exile. So Cliff is stuck with a 1/1, 1 or 2 cards in hand, 3 or 4 cards in hand. So he's got a grip still. He is brainstorming, so yeah, he's digging. He's digging for something else. But Nick has been able to successfully deal with the threats he's presented so far. Nap after this.
Need some coffee.
Yes, sir.
I wonder what's going on with that lonely mountain up there that is not full art.
Another frog. That's not good. The Surveil Land. Ooh, we're keeping it on top. That is not good, right? Cliff does not want to see that.
Trouble. No, he does want to see that.
No, I mean Nick does not want to see that. He does not want to see Cliff keeping a card on top.
I would love to see a Devout Lightcaster. I just never would expect to see that in this game.
I did not know what that card was before today.
Really? You never played Zendikar block? Oh, no, so fun.
OG. So we have a plane. So we have the mana for it. Ooh, Broadside. Broadside is a good card. Oh, another frog. Thank you.
Half frog count.
Half flow. Frog count 17.
That's why we rely on the community to make us the best people we can be.
We couldn't do this if it wasn't for the chat. This frog's gonna run away with it though. So.
Oof! Drawing cards. Draw a card, Cliff. Oh, he's got a Barrow-Goyf in hand.
Barrow-Goyf?
Something like that.
Whatever you call it, right?
Who fucking knows? They make these card names up.
Language bud.
Oh, yeah.
Well, is it just another... Animate Dead. On. Oh,
Solitude.
Surgical. Surgical the Solitude. I think he just has to shuffle.
Yeah.
But obviously he's not going to exile his own Solitude, so. So we have a Daze. Oh, he has a Reanimate. Oh, man, he's going to reanimate the Skyclave and take the... I think we're going to see a Game 3 here. Cliff is pretty far ahead. I don't know what Nick could do here to get back into this. He's got to be able to deal with that Skyclave and that frog. Mainly the frog. I don't know if you guys can show the hand, because it's... You look at target player's hand, right, with Surgical? Search target player's hand, graveyard, and deck.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's reveal.
Yeah, it just says search.
Is it reveal? I think it's search. We may need to look it up. I'm gonna check.
Do it.
Shows how long it's been since we've seen a Surgical played.
As per taxes, I like that comment.
Yeah.
Like
Choose target card in the graveyard other than the basic land. Search its owner's graveyard, library, and hand.
Yeah, you don't
so it's
reveal
just
it.
a search, so it's not reveal like Thoughtseize. All right. Yeah. Nick's in a tough spot here. What is that the Barrowglyph that came down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like we might be headed to a game 3 here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because Nick's at 6. And the Glyph's going to put some work in right now. Is he giving it flying?
I don't know.
What's he doing? Oh, he discarded some stuff.
Oh, he's doing the Barrowglyph life power toughness counter.
Oh, that's what he was doing.
Yep. Nick plays Caracas, Yorion, and Scoop. All right, we will be going to game 3. Nick is on the play here. All right. Man, these have been back and forth matchups. Little sleepy boy in here.
I know.
Trailblazer, Storage, Retrofitter. Wow, this is a interesting list. Putting a Retrofitter in the main.
I'm not sure what to think of that list.
It's interesting that it has. So Philia is good. This is the one that flickers stuff, or bounces stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or blinks. Blink. I think it's. It comes back in a turn, but like, I want to be greedy and play Containment Priest, because then it never comes back.
It's just gone.
It's gone. But I think it's just too slow for any kind of graveyard hate, so you probably just don't play it. But I like Philia.
I think you play this and the flicker for your own stuff, not for their stuff.
But you can also just flicker their stuff to like get through, right?
True. I think it's more Flicker Solitude.
Yeah, that's
just Flicker Solitude.
That sounds
Be done with
amazing.
Flicker Skyclave, Flicker Stoneforge.
Yes. Flicker Skyclave, yeah.
Yeah, Flicker Pre-War. Like, it's all good. Yeah, Johnny's are what throw me off.
I mean, it's
I didn't expect
card,
to see
but yeah. He's running 4.
It's a one of.
No, he's running 4.
No, it's a 1-drop. Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, is it Johnny a 2-drop or a 1-drop?
I think it's a 1-drop. It's a 1-drop kitty cat.
I know the Ocelot Pride is a 1-drop, but yeah, there's just so many cards to keep track of these days. It's tough.
Every 4 days, a new set drops.
Match. We're not sure how the other match is going. That is Chris versus Mono Red Bomber. Yeah, go check, bro. Frank's gonna check on that for you, Tony.
I got you, boss.
We are getting ready to start game 3. Nick Callie will be on the play with his Blood and Taxes deck. It looks like both players are keeping. Nick leads with the Dared Mason passes. Cliff with the Surveil. Brainstorm in the graveyard. How's the other match going?
Well, that's a close one. It's a 1-1 game 3, and Josh is looking pretty strong right now.
All right, so we might see Bombardier in the finals. Wow. Cliff with the turn 2 frog. You know what that means? We're up to 18. We are up to 18.
What does that mean?
We might hit 20. It looks like Nick is going to surveil in the end step as well. He needs to find an answer for this frog quick, otherwise it can just run away from the game. He keeps it on top. Yeah, right. We want a default lightcaster is all we want for Christmas, right?
It's literally
Skyclave, and it's getting countered. Oof.
Who'd have thunk a little baby frog would be so strong?
A little frog grows into a big frog, a big strong frog. Wow, this is tough. Ponder from Cliff.
Soup, soup, soup. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, out there, it's not looking good for the Nadu player.
Ooh, Chris might take his first loss.
Yeah. Hey, all you need is one in top 8.
Yep. Oh, in top 4 split, they're each walking away with about $240 credit. So
okay.
Not too bad. Still playing for the title and a custom engraved plaque to the winner.
Wow.
One of these days, maybe we'll have that chance. I don't know.
Maybe we will one day.
We will. I believe in us.
I'm gonna take the R. Kelly route. I believe I can.
The
fly.
R. Kelly. I don't think anyone needs to be taking an R. Kelly route.
I believe I could touch the sky.
Don't touch anything else. Oh no, double frog. This is not looking good for Nick.
He said ribbit, ribbit.
Oh, that's it. Oh, hey, we're at 19. We have a surgical. Don't know how great that is.
I'm gonna say a little prayer right now. Maybe we can get a devout lightcaster. That would make my day.
Okay. Oh, is he surgically in the Force of Wills? Okay, so Cliff has a Brainstorm, a Brazen Borrower, and a Bowmasters in hand. So look, maybe he's clearing the way to see if he can find what clearing the way for an answer to the frogs. But there's 2 here, so this is gonna be very difficult.
So we talked about Nick and how he's so good at this deck and how he's played it forever. What about Cliff? He kind of feels like he's been on this deck for about a couple months.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been doing pretty good at it.
Yeah, I think when Cliff moved over to the UB Reanimator deck, I think he made 3 or 4 top 8s.
Yeah.
He's here in the top 4, so...
I think it really started when Grief started to build the presence. He kind of gravitated towards
Oh,
this deck.
is this it? Is this
Divine
it?
Lightcaster! There is a god!
All right, up the counter. How many Devout Lightcaster counters? 1. 1 played.
Wow.
Devout Lightcaster. So we saw it. So Nick had to clear the way.
Destroy
for the
any
light of
black
day.
target in play. Is it pro black too?
It's pro black. I don't think it flies or anything, though,
It does
so
not.
it's not, yeah. But that is 1 frog down. Is it going to be enough, though, right? Like,
Read it out loud for the people.
so Devout Lightcaster.
No, that's Devout Light.
Devout Light. Ugh. Is it Lightcaster? Yeah, it's Lightcaster.
Yeah, Lightcaster.
So Devout Lightcaster, 3 white, so white for a 2/2 pro black. When it enters, exile target black permanent.
Another exile card.
So look, if Nick can deal with this other frog, he might be in a good spot. But
I still think Nick's in a great spot.
I'm gonna assume
I think
Cliff is gonna Thoughtseize him here to see what he might have.
why is he looking at the top?
He brainstormed.
Oh.
And then he has to remember, right? He's going to draw the card he puts on top with the frog when it cracks in.
And he has a Bowmaster in play. Or he has a Bowmaster in hand, and he has a bounce card in hand, a fairy.
But you don't want to bounce the
No.
caster.
No.
So that's the other problem. You don't want to really bounce any of Nick's creatures.
No. Maybe a broadside.
You probably want to bounce
Or a mom.
Uh-huh. So Cliff gets in for his 1 damage, draws his card.
It's pro back. Why didn't he just block it?
It's flying.
Oh, he
gave it
3?
flying. He had
Okay.
3 to give it flying.
Thoughtseize. I love that play. He's got 3 cards.
So he has a Recruiter, a land, and a Broadside. I think that's tough though, right?
Because you got to take the Recruiter. Oops.
Well, I think you take Broadside because Broadside is a quicker clock, whereas Recruiter has to tutor for something, right? Granted, he could find like a Solitude with the Recruiter, but he has to also draw another card.
If he just finds a Magus of the Moon, he's done. Game over.
No, the frog is still in control of this game.
I would
you
put
might
my
be,
money
you might
on
be right.
the fact that he will draw one of his 48 pieces of removal.
Sure, but remember this, right? Like, if he does, Cliff just doesn't completely ever tap out because he can always bounce at the Brazen Borrower.
True.
So I think taking the the broadside is the move because it's just that's a quicker clock. Whereas like you gotta cast the crappy 1/1 and then get something.
We'll see, right?
We will see.
Oh, wait, what did he take though? He took the broadside.
He took the broadside.
Yeah, okay.
Because also broadside can just throw the Devout Light at the frog.
True.
And then you're back in. You're back in it.
Whereas if he casts the Recruiter, then he has to get the broadside. If he wants to do that again. So it's like basically.
It delays him a turn.
Yeah. Cliff is getting some action here.
No, we're talking about petty theft bouncing a Magus of the Moon. If Magus of the Moon was played.
Abby-dooby-doo.
Because Frank was talking about tutoring up like a Magus, and it's like it's not great because if Cliff sees him tutor it, he just keeps up his blue mana so that he can just bounce the Magus.
Yeah. Was it a fetch land?
It was an aired Mesa, yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what he got. Now look, if he drew a Magus, that's pretty good. It puts him in a decent spot. But again, yeah, it would shut off his ability to bounce because he only has one blue up right now.
Yeah. And he's only going to be able to.
There is a mountain.
He's only going to be able to do so much flying action right
Correct. He'll be able to fly one more time, and then he's going to have then it's just discarding cards, right?
Yeah.
But like that might be good enough.
Yeah, it could be. Takes the frog to 5, 4. 5 if he draws a card. That's 2 extra
But then
flies.
giving it
He just
flying
wins.
is tough, right? Because if it doesn't... is that a broadside off the top? Okay, so I think he cracks in with both, right? And then just throws the Devout Light Caster at the frog.
For 6?
5.
5? Jeez.
I don't know, though. Maybe Nick tries to race, but I don't think so. I think you got to kill the frog because the next turn he can get a Recruiter and then throw the Recruiter after he tutors something. And then also, right, like, you can Solitude, throw Solitude.
Yeah.
So this broadside can get out of control pretty quick.
Broadside is so good.
Yeah, broadside is ridiculous. That is what makes the mono red deck just really viable.
Yeah, I felt like Nick really pulled the best out of both versions. He's got all the white removal and all the red interaction.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here, Nick? Come on.
Yeah.
Chuck it.
I'm
Chuck
curious.
it.
So Cliff does not. I don't think Cliff has enough cards in hand to keep the frog dies.
Frog dies no matter what, because even if he pitches his whole hand, he's only at 4 or 5.
It would be a 4. Okay, so it's Xaxes.
Yep.
So okay, look. Step 1. This is where Nick wants to be. He wants no frogs. Oh my God.
What is that?
It's the guy, dude.
What is that card? Oh, it's the Reanimator card.
It's a fanatic.
Troll. It's a troll with a lifelink counter.
Oh no.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, he had a troll in his graveyard.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I think Cliff is.
It's funny how this
Wow.
whole game just pivots instantly.
Wow, was that a blind? Oh no, it was not a blind fanatic Cliff
Because he brainstormed.
last
Yep.
round. Wow.
Kudos to him.
Wow, fanatic is a staple in Legacy, man. Yikes! Yeah, Nick is in a tough spot here. So what can Nick do? So here's the deal. Okay, check this out. So if Nick drew a white card, he can play Recruiter, tutor for Solitude, Solitude the Troll, and then attack with the Borrower, and then throw the Recruiter at the Fanatic, and then Cliff's back to no board state.
Yeah.
But he's going to gain a ton of life. But, like, I mean, I think it's what he has to do, right? Oh, he drew... Oh, okay, so maybe he did draw a white card. So yeah, he can't... But, yeah, like, Cliff keeps putting threats in front of him that he has to deal with.
So he's going to get a Solitude. He's going to go to attack step.
Yeah, I'm guessing he drew a white card so that he can just Solitude it. But, yeah, like, this is just clogging up Nick's plan.
Solitude. Ah!
Solitude. So, what? Cliff's going to gain... Oh, no. Oh, yep, there's the Borrower to bounce the broadside.
Before damage, or before...
So, should he have attacked first? Or
no, because he needs the
he
Solitude.
double blocks.
Yeah,
You're right, he double
to fling the
blocks.
Solitude, you need to have it.
Oh.
That's fine.
So, look, like, I think you probably still Solitude.
This lifelink is just going to be a dick beating next round. Or next
You
next
Solitude
turn.
the Troll, And then next turn you can cast the Bombardier.
I don't think he Solitude's a troll right here. I think he takes it, casts Bombardier.
But it's going to gain him so much life when it hits.
Yeah, but if you want to fling the Solitude, you have to. If you want to do 2
you're
for
right,
1,
you're right.
You have to have the Bombardier.
Well, no, because you can throw the Recruiter. Recruiter will kill the Fanatic.
I don't know.
When you throw the Recruiter.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
yeah, I don't know. This is tough.
This is tough. This is why Nick plays in the top 4 and we're not.
Yep. And then also,
What is that?
Cliff has a Brazen Borrow waiting in the wings, right? So he is not going to be without threat for long. Yeah, man. I think Nick has played very well, but I don't know if he's going to be able to turn the corner here.
We're going to find out. I really think Nick's in a good spot.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I think it's wild that you believe that.
I do. Yeah.
We'll
Dude, Brazen Borrow just puts you right back in the game. Cliff has a daze in hand. So, yeah, okay.
Cliff has Brazen Borrower, not Nick.
No, Nick has daze. Or Cliff has a daze in hand.
Sure.
Yeah, so he has nothing is my whole point.
He has Brazen Borrower, Little
Sure.
Cast.
That's why I would have taken the life right there, and then I would have played Broadside and flung the Solitude so I can 2 for 1 with 1 card. Like Solitude not only exiles this, and I can fling it and kill something.
But also Daze is
Is that a Dockside?
Or is it Bowmaster taking out the
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Nick's in a good spot here. Especially if he wastelands the Crocus, that Daze counters the Broadside.
Yeah, that's the move. I wonder if he sees that. Nope. Oh, he does. It is upkeep.
Upkeep. I think Nick is...
Nick's in a pinch right here. I would have did that sequencing different. I would have took some life.
Stoneforge, okay. Still though, oh no, Nick is at 9.
The Fanatic's a 4/4 lifelinker, so I mean,
The
Cliff's
troll.
Cliff's
Is it a troll or did the Fanatic get
no,
killed?
the troll's gone, and that's just a Fanatic right now.
Okay.
It's a 4/4 lifelink,
Okay.
yeah.
Another
troll.
Another troll.
No.
This is a close one. This is a very close game. Man, that Fanatic off the top was just
What did he
brutal.
get? I cannot tell.
It might be. Is he playing the?
It's up top. I can't see it.
He's not playing the battle suit or the post-war formal suit or whatever it is. Because I think that would be good, right? You can get a Skyclave out of your graveyard. It might be the Torch, which I don't know how I feel about the Torch.
I would not bring the Torch in. No, that's
Initial
not.
What is that?
What is that card?
It's
right
Caldra.
there?
It's Caldra.
Is it?
It's Caldra complete.
That just holds the whole fort down.
It does, but Nick is really low on life. Ugh, a Ponder off the top. Wow, that was a great draw for Cliff. Like, if Cliff can just kill this Stoneforge, I think this game is over.
Oh yeah, I agree with you now.
Hunt it. Oh no, fatal push.
No.
I think that means this game is
Nick,
over.
you had a good run.
Nick's going to take 6, drop to 3.
He's gonna go to 27. Jeez.
Cliff,
I love
Go.
Hit me.
I think
I
this
love
is
Cliff.
It.
He gets so excited, and I think he loses.
Broadside. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is it. This is it. We're done here. Oh yeah, he can live a turn.
Yeah,
he
he
can
blocks.
block the
But, I mean,
Fanatic, but still.
he lives to do what?
I don't know what he's doing here.
I mean, worst case is he plays a Brazen. Mick has no
Yeah,
flyer.
you could play the Brazen Borrower and then just crack it and win.
Yeah. If I was Cliff, I would troll him. I'd just never do nothing. Nothing.
Oh,
Wow.
all right. Nick is knocked out. Cliff.
Let me go
will
tell
be
you what's
moving
happening
on.
real quick. Give me-
We'll be right back. We're going to go check in on the other match and then hopefully start with the final soon.